All right, do your worst, camera lady.
Well, that's supposed to.
So, I mean, like, film how you would want to see it. Okay. We've recently, I don't know, off and on for a few months, had mice. We had them a long time ago, got rid of them, and they're back. And
of the country life.
Yeah,
no outdoor cat.
They like it here. Yeah, there's no outdoor cat anymore. That's it. Well, we've got a visitor, right? Lately, we've had a visiting cat.
Yeah, maybe.
But I should have known or assumed and looked it up, but I never did. And it's been smelling bad in the van lately. I'm like, I wonder if it has a cabin filter. I'm like, it's a base model. We probably don't have a cabin filter. I don't know. I think most modern vehicles have cabin. We bought this new. I do all the work. And I've never changed it. So, full disclosure, I've already taken it out. But I'm going to show you guys how to get to it, okay? So, right here, that's as far back as I go. Glove box, already emptied. And look, there's evidence of our friends right there. Poopsities. Now this has a string attached that, see how it like slow opens? There's a string attached to this guy right here to a mechanism that does that. So you pull it this way.
Why does it keep going like blurry and not blurry? It's like trying to self-focus.
Yes, it's trying to self-focus.
Okay.
Probably because my arm went in front of it because you're so close.
We're trying to see those little pieces that you're pointing out.
Yeah. So you pull this back, and it pulls it, and then there's a wheel here and a wheel here. You just pull that to get by. See the wheel, the rubber guide, and then that drops away. Okay. Now you can pop that out if you want, but I don't need to pop that out of the way. Now right here, do you see this? Mm-hmm. This is how you get the cover off, and some stuff fell out when I did that. And then this, it was just, I had to bring it into the house to show the wife. Mouse turds, leaves, dust. I think we got our use out of this cabin filter. So we're going to throw that one away. Oh gosh. And I'm going to stick the vacuum in there, pull out what I can with the vacuum, and then I'm going to blow it out as much as I can because we've got little bits. My wife likes to keep like 5 boxes of Kleenex in the van at all times.
You need to have tissues to blow your nose when you're driving.
No, I think you do it because you like the mice and you want them to have bedding.
No,
so
not
it's
really.
blowing. Like, it was a little embarrassing. I took some people somewhere in the van just yesterday, and it was a little warm, so I turned the air on, and it just is blowing bits of Kleenex out. I'm like, never mind, we'll open the windows. So, yeah, there's some right in there. Mm-hmm. So I need to get some strong air compressor, or I'll use a leaf blower for crying out loud and just force as much, because it stinks. Replace your cabin filter if you're like
More
me.
Than, before it gets to the 12-year mark?
Yeah, it's 150,000 miles almost, 12 years, almost always stored outside. So, yeah, how did I not think I need to replace I think I've done everything else. I got to rethink my life here. Have I done all the other maintenance? Oil changes religiously. We did the transmission fluid. We radiator, flush and fill. I've done all. Actually, I hired that done. All new wheel bearings. Brakes, you name it, I do it, but I didn't think about the cabin filter.
Light bulb.
It took it stinking like to high heaven, and then of course the wife don't figure how to fix the problem. Just put Scentsy garbage.
I like the nice smelling stuff.
She does. She likes to put it everywhere. She has fleets of these smelly things in the laundry room, like ready to deploy at a moment's notice. any place that there's smelly that she doesn't like. She won't fix the smelly.
No, I just like smelling
she'll
stuff
try to
anyway.
It's like somebody goes to the bathroom and they drop just a healthy one and stink it to high. I would rather smell that than them to do that, and then with the Glade, like everybody knows what you're covering up and you're making it worse. Okay, clean out the filter.
All right.
So my wife was telling me that the rear wiper doesn't discharge fluid anymore, and I was just noticing this stain, and I tried it, and there's windshield fluid coming out of here and dribbling down. Okay, so somewhere in here, there's a disconnect or a broken line or something. So let's start here, take this off, and see what we find. Torx bits. And the biggest of the quarters for my screwdriver. A little loose, but it's working. Come out nice and easy. Come on. There it goes. Whew, it's a warm one. Does this whole thing just pop? Oh my heavens. It does. And were my mice in there too? I think so. Probably chewing on it. Oh my god. Guys, get the mice out your car. So this is an electrical connector, and then electrical, and then up here is your, oh, that's neat. You got a couple wires going with your windshield washer fluid, and all the moisture might be coming right here. I can't really tell. Do I need to take this down too, do you think? Wind's picking up, my goodness. Of course, it's all wrapped up. It's got one of these little push pin types to hold it in place. But I mean, that's sopping wet. What do you bet they don't use the same size for these? You know, because that'd be too easy. Is it this one? A little loose again, but working. I think this, yeah, this just pops out. So you can get that out of your way. And you see, that to me looks like there was mice all the way up in there. Is that good? I mean, yeah, what's up? Yeah, I know, I saw it before I left the house. Oh, we got the windshield washer fluid. They run it on the inside, and see this discoloration? It's soaking wet with washer fluid because, you know, we wanted to clean the back. Oh my goodness. It's all over me. Ah! All right, let's get this last one out of here and see if we can reveal back a little further. Well, why aren't you coming out super easy here? There we go. Just need a different angle, I guess, to pop it. All right, that's popped out. Well, I just creased it there, but you know, it's an old van. We just need it to work. It doesn't have to be super pretty. Yeah, we had a mouse. There's some droppings. That mouse, probably a whole family of them at some point, all over. I'm getting droppings all over me. That's gross, folks. Going down my shoe. Yeah, they were running on the inside of the headliner. They got in down there and we're running up the headliner. They're resourceful little buggers. But my guess is they were starting to nibble on this hose. So I'm trying to find where the hose is leaking from. Getting into the old glue. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to see this. Can you see that? Right here. They ate the hose. See that? They just chewed the hose right up. Mice. Get the mice out. They're not a tiny nuisance. They're destructive. And if they did it there, they're probably all the way down this run here. Around back, probably coming up the other side. Who knows? Get them out. Evict them. So, I originally wanted to use one of the connectors that I had, and I think I finally threw it away. I'm like, I'll never use that. It's funny how that works. So, here's you got a better shot of your damage. Nibbles. So we're just going to cut that damaged section out. And that really would have been about perfect for that connector piece. But I don't know. I think I threw it away. I don't know. It'll probably turn up as soon as I'm done. Now I had this other hose laying around and it's almost the same size, just a little bit smaller. So what I'm thinking is I might need to lube that up a little bit, little spit. Can I force this if it's flexible enough? Yep, got it started. So now we're just going to push one hose into the other. And because it's tight, it should create a watertight seal. All right, that should be far enough. You can see we're about, I don't know, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch in. And now I'm going to make sure I get enough. Cut that. And do the same thing on the other side. A little spit on there. See if I can do the same thing on this side. I'm going to have to cut this a little further because it's damaged and it's splitting. You want a nice clean cut. All right, nice clean cut. Come on. Now on the other side did it. Now it's your turn. Give it a little twist. Boom, it's starting to go in. And just keep going. Man. So now you can see we're about the same distance in each side. I'm going to see if I can go just a little bit more. It's nice to have hose laying around, a little tubing, just for stuff like this. All right, now I'm going to leave this down, and we're going to test the nozzle squirt and see if that leaks. You let me know if that leaks now, okay? Whoa, it's coming out the back. Let me know if it actually disperses on the windshield. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so nice. All right. Oh my heavens. Wife's gonna be so happy. Windy, windy, windy. Clean back window. All right. I'm wondering if I really need to show you me putting all this stuff back together. I don't think so. So see you later. If you don't want to watch this, I'm going to go ahead and let it roll. So I'm going to take my little piece that I just fixed, push that back in here, tuck this under. Now it's a little wet, so I could let that dry out. I could also, if I was worried about the staining, I could probably try to get that out. I'm not really worried about it. This push pin, let's push that back into its place. And next thing would be, where did I put, there it is. This guy's next, I think. Well, it probably could. I took that one out next, but this can just as easily go in next. And we're just going to carefully slide this, because that tube is right in here too. So be careful as you slide this back in that you don't damage that stuff. So this looks fun, because it's supposed to go back there. How am I got to get that in first, right? Or at the same time, push in and twist all at the same time. Maybe. I wish I'd paid more attention when if I had to, I could review the beautiful bean footage, right? This goes just like that, right? I don't remember. I just noticed, look at the bleaching on that. Wow. And I guess this will be good enough just to pops it back in. Make sure my seal's on the right side there. Good. And way down there, that might be a bear. Again, if I can get it later, I will. So I'm going to put my two big screws back in here, pop the caps on, put that back. Yeah, you don't need to see the rest of this. Piece of cake, y'all. And I'm just waiting on the new cabin filter, supposed to be in tomorrow from the Amazons. Take care of your mice. And what I mean by take care of them is, take care of them. Have a good one.